Hey everyone, this is Tom Caffarella from Cameron Real Estate Group. Today I'm going to be talking about how to use Google pay-per-click in order to generate buyer leads in your market. So I'm going to give a little bit of background about how Google pay-per-click works, the pros of it, the cons of it, and then I'm going to review how it's working for us in this environment and whether or not I think you should put some of your own money into it. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with what Google pay-per-click is, Google pay-per-click is how Google generates revenue online. So if you've ever searched a key phrase like looking for homes in Reading, Mass, or homes for sale in Wakefield, Mass, what ends up happening is above the fold at the very top are the companies that are actually paying Google to show up there. And it's a bidding process. So what ends up happening is that the people at the very top are bidding against each other in order for that person to click on their ad. And so the more money that you're willing to pay Google per click, so if I say I'm willing to pay $2 a click and somebody else is willing to pay $3 a click, the person who's willing to pay $3 a click is going to show up higher, right? And so it's important to understand how it works. So it's a bidding process. So there's a complete market-based system with Google, right? And so why would you do that? Why would you pay Google to show up high? Well, obviously, if somebody's searching the phrase homes for sale in Reading, Mass, they're probably looking, they could be just fooling around, but a lot of times they're going to be looking for a property there, right? And so what you're going to do as a real estate agent is you're going to end up paying Google to show up high. Somebody is going to go in, put their contact information, and then you're going to receive that as a buyer lead, right? And so there's a couple of important things to note in order to even consider doing Google pay-per-click ads. The first is that in order to set them up, it's a little bit complicated. And a lot of marketing you can do completely on your own. Like any mailers that you're going to do, any Facebook advertising, any Craigslist posts, stuff like that, signs, you can do that on your own. Google pay-per-click is super complicated. So if you are going to consider doing Google pay-per-click as a buyer lead or a seller lead generation strategy, the first thing to know is you've got to hire somebody who's an expert, right? So right off the bat, that creates a little bit of additional cost. And typically, someone who's going to manage your ads on Google is going to charge anywhere from $500 a month all the way up to, I've seen, $2,000 a month, right? On top of the amount that you're going to pay per click. So at the end of the day, it's definitely a big investment, right? In order to pay for Google ads, and you have to hire an expert. The second important thing is you've got to have a really good website to drop them to in order to get their contact information. So when you advertise on Google via Google pay-per-click, you're paying per click. And when somebody clicks on your ad, it's going to take them to your website. And so if your website doesn't convert, you will then not get their contact information. So the goal in order to generate a buyer lead on Google pay-per-click is to make a really, really good ad, which the person who's managing your pay-per-click account can help you do, and to drop them to a good website that is going to entice them enough for them to put in their phone number and put in their email, right? So that alone is going to, be an important part. And typically speaking, what I would recommend, the way I would recommend doing it, is for you to buy what's called a Real Geeks website. And Real Geeks is a website company. And all they do is real estate websites for real estate agents with a specific person of converting a website click into a lead. So when you go on to a Real Geeks website, which is one that we have, and you can check out ours at www.cameronrealestategroup.com, you're going to be able to check out exactly what a Real Geeks site looks like. And I think we pay somewhere around $150 a month. But if you're spending a lot of money on Google pay-per-click and you don't have a good site, and when I say a good site, I don't mean a pretty site. People oftentimes get confused between a good converting site and a pretty site, right? So it's not important for the site to be pretty. It's important for the site to work well and for the person who's going to the website to be encouraged to put in their phone number and their email. Because if your site is super pretty, and I see this mistake made all the time, your site's super pretty, but the person doesn't want to put in their contact information, then it's worthless, right? Because your goal as a real estate agent is to get their email, to get their phone number, to follow up with them. So it's super important if you're going to do Google pay-per-click, have somebody else do it, have a good website. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about the cost per lead, the conversion that you can expect. And at the end of the day, whether I think as of right now, it's a good buyer lead generation strategy. So on average, depending upon what city you're looking to generate leads in, you're going to be generating leads on Google pay-per-click for anywhere from $20 to $30 per lead. And now for those of you who have watched some of my other videos, how does that compare? How does $20 to $30 a lead, buyer lead, compare to other lead generation sources? Well, a sign call lead is pretty much nothing, right? A Facebook lead can be anywhere from $1 to $4. A Craigslist lead is going to be somewhere between $3 and $4. And a Zillow and Trulia lead is going to be somewhere between $30 and $100, right? So those are the numbers. So Google AdWords is somewhere in the middle in terms of cost. But at the end of the day, cost is not the most important thing, right? It's all about return on your investment. Does $20 per lead, $20 to $30 per lead, make sense to spend on Google pay-per-click? So let's talk about the quality. So for me, over the course of we generate at our brokerage over 1,000 buyer leads per month that we hand out to our agents. And for me, I have not noticed a difference in quality of lead between a $3 Craigslist ad, a $2 Facebook ad, and a $20 to $30 pay-per-click ad. Now again, this can always change, right? Facebook ads could get more expensive as time goes on. Pay-per-click ads could go down. I'm talking about in the market right now. So for me, overall, pay-per-click is definitely not a great lead generation strategy because of the cost and because of the quality of lead. And so we haven't noticed a difference in the quality of lead. And so the way that we do it is, even though we still use Google pay-per-click, we really have ramped up our other buyer lead generation strategies to max those out before we went to Google pay-per-click. So again, overall, right now, as of today, I would probably not recommend doing it until you've maxed out all of your sign call leads, all of your Facebook leads, all of your Craigslist leads. And so that's kind of my take on Google pay-per-click. I've got more to say about it because this isn't, this is not all the information that we have on Google pay-per-click. And if you want to learn more about generating leads via Google pay-per-click, what your ad should look like, what your copy should look like, what you need to do in order to follow up to get ROI on your money for Google pay-per-click, go to www.workingwithinvestors.com. And what you're going to see is a one-page landing site. And when you put in your email and you put in your name, you're going to get an additional bonus video on Google pay-per-click. That's a lot longer. So if you want to learn about that topic, you can get more information. You're also going to get a bonus tip, a bonus in addition for putting your email in addition for putting your name in, which is that you're going to get free access to my private Facebook group, okay? My private real estate Facebook group allows you to go in and get free one-on-one help by asking questions in the group from me. So again, in order to get access to that, go to www.workingwithinvestors.com. We'll add you to the Facebook group. And if you have a specific question on Google pay-per-click or Facebook marketing or Craigslist or sign calls, how you handle them, you'll be able to type them in and I will give you a response within 24 hours. Again, that's www.workingwithinvestors.com. Thanks.